Call the meeting of Village of Wolverine Lake Parks and Rec agenda board. Call it. It's open. It's been a long day. Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Longberg.
Here.
McCain.
Present.
Giramini.
Here.
Kiriko.
Here.
Ingram.
Here.
Matt.
Here.
Breakfast.
Here.
Approval of agenda and is there any additions to the agenda?
Not that I'm aware of. I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Agenda.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of November 21st minutes.
Yes, motion, approve minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Chairperson report communications to the board. I don't have any, other than the stuff we all been getting for the handout. Call to the public. That was easy. So they'll need you to stand in front of the mic and state your address, your name and address.
Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you so much for having me here. This is my first time, so thank you so
Welcome.
much. It's Barbara Morgan. My address is 2261 Terrapin Street. So,
Welcome.
Thank you so much. I help out at a local farm in South Lyon. It's called Carousel Acres, and the family, including myself, are interested in doing some village events. So they have horses, donkeys, reindeer. This was just a lot of, they're doing a lot of Christmas events right now with the reindeer. And there's unicorn rides. I do have some information here, but it's a lot of fun. It's a great family. We really enjoy what we do. And I've never really been involved with one of the village events, so I like to get more involved, myself. I would like to do that. So, and that's about it. I think we want to bless the village with the animals and just get involved. So I just would hope you guys would consider that.
How do we contact you, or who do we contact? We get some information to get
Yes,
more
ma'am.
clarification of cost, time?
Yes, ma'am. I don't know too much about the cost, but I do have some cards and some brochures here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
Sure, this lady.
So how many
she's the person.
reindeer do you have?
We have two, Claire
Yeah.
and Belle.
Thank you.
Your daughter's named Claire.
Yeah, I could tell it. I'm named after her.
Claire and Belle.
And a bee.
I don't want to waste your card.
We'll take a few. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So what's most popular? Is the unicorn the most popular?
Yeah, the children really like that at the events.
Oh, yeah.
And we do a lot of church events. I know that there's Tuesdays in the park, that might be a lot of fun.
So that'd be a real fun thing, like to have.
Typically, we have the nature.
Yeah, like a nature, it'd be even good with the nature. I mean,
Yep, it would go together really well.
Easily measurable, right?
Oh, yeah.
If you want to see this.
Yeah, sure.
We have alpacas, so we would have those. We have a lot of fun with goats. So you name it, we have it, it's just so much fun. I just think it'd be nice to just get involved and have something fresh. But I don't know who you use now, maybe you use with them, and all farms are just trying to make it right now, so I can appreciate that as well. We just hope you can see this thing from and, maybe try and see if you like it.
Have you been to our cornrows before?
Yes, I
Have you? Okay, so you've seen kind of like the setup.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but the reindeer are a lot of fun right now.
Where is it located, Carousel?
It's right off a 9 Mile near, once you pass Dixboro, it's right up the road.
Okay.
So, yep, right on 9 Mile. And if you
Seems to
come,
me I've seen the sign or something. It sounds familiar to me. So it's like going toward 23, like Rushton Road? and
Yes,
up
yes.
that way, okay.
Yep. So,
Well, that's
it's
cool.
precious, and it's a privately owned farm. I think she said she is involved with the DNR, registered with the DNR, so everything is very clean, very regulated. And I think she said something about the agricultural department as well. So she's taken a lot of, the owner has done a lot of time to get licensing and things like that.
Thank you.
Keep it
You're
local.
welcome, honey.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
We have no new business.
Close it,
Oh, I do have to close to the public?
might as well. Motion closed.
Motion to close to the public?
Second
I'll make a motion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holiday decorating contest.
Okay.
We had 10 entries.
You can leave if you want, Barb.
Yeah, you have to say yes.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you. Thank
We
you for
very
bringing
rarely
it.
have public, so I didn't know the
Yeah,
price.
we appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
The unicorn is really cool.
Thank you. We appreciate
See
it.
you.
Nice to meet you.
Merry Christmas to you.
We had 10 entries, everybody got
Yep.
able to look at the...
I drove by them.
Me too.
Some of them weren't on.
Yeah, Lakeview was not on.
Yeah, Lakeview wasn't on.
Yeah, I wonder if they blew a fuse, because they had one little one across from their
Yeah.
door. That was it, so I wonder if a fuse.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they weren't on.
And I think a lot, they were all great. I mean, it was, and not hard to decide, but they all had fun. Still in the contest?
I think the hardest is to decide to put them in what category, because a lot of them fit in multiple categories. I think that's going to be more the decision.
So-
Oh, for sure.
I'm going to turn over to Mark, because I don't know how you ran the Halloween one. And then you have your special way of figuring it out.
Well, Mark, Lori and I were talking before the meeting began. Some of them, I think generally we can fit the categories as is to begin with, and then if we find a gap, then we just sort of forget categories.
Sure.
After that.
Yeah, we'll assign them to a category.
Yeah, like I think we
yes.
can knock out Griswold and
Or people that don't make it in the
Yeah, there was a
category.
ton of Griswold and Rudolph.
Yes.
and light up the village, and then move to like Rudolph at the end or something. If we just do that, that'll be easiest.
Whatever works for you guys.
Kathy, is the 1385 Shankin, is that the one on the
On
corner?
the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yes, this one you can
Just
see
Yeah, there
from,
was a lot
yeah,
more
you
than
see the
just that
back, the
picture.
side of the,
Yeah,
side of the front.
yeah, there's more.
You have to see it from both ways, north and
There was
south.
more in the front too.
So they have it back there.
Yeah, the side yard.
Oh, God, so you didn't see it?
Well, I saw it, but they didn't have anything when I went by. Yeah, Sunday.
The one on Oak Island.
On Sunday, they were out all
either.
night. You must have missed it. They
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't
They
light
didn't
it.
did you go out real late?
Yeah.
Because they were
I
on
went by
by,
twice and
7 o'clock.
I never saw
Try to see
it.
if I can see his house facing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's real bad.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, the front, the back, everywhere, on both sides.
Like in a or like down around the Lakeview.
Yeah, that one.
We weren't light on very much.
They were lit up in Lucille though.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You can see the haze over the street.
How do they not like blow a transformer or
Well,
something or a fuse out there?
they're two different ones.
Yeah.
They're on different ones technically.
There's 3 houses
But
on one street. It's really something to see.
Yeah, this one.
I did watch
So
this.
we'll leave this, do this.
To motivate you? So, okay. Which category do we want to start with?
I think Griswold, we were thinking first, just because that's got the most entries. That'll be the easiest to get out of the way.
Okay.
And then we moved to, I
So,
think the next one we were doing was light up the village and then Rudolph at the end. Yeah.
And deck the halls.
Deck the halls, that's what it is, thank you. Not light up the village. So,
Yeah, there's a light up the
Griswold, deck
village.
the halls, and then
light up the whole.
Okay. Griswold. Who's your number 1, Cody?
that would be 925 Lucille.
Yeah.
Which one is the main?
Okay.
ditto.
Yeah, same. That was definitely Clark Griswold.
Yeah.
So it's the
Across the street.
You couldn't do anything else.
What about you?
I was gonna do 633 Lucille.
Okay.
633 is a good one, too.
I know, and they
I think
put
633
wood.
should be light up the lights.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, you
That's the
did?
thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, this one's
Because
Light Up
there was
the
so
Village?
much
Griswold.
blue, there was
Yeah.
ice, they had the American flag, they
All
had
right,
only
hold
one
on.
little inflatable. I think that one ought to be
I
light up the
agree.
lights.
I agree.
It was,
Okay.
it was the lights, like, I mean, they were
Yes.
the lights.
They were spectacular.
Yeah, it was more organized.
Oh, it was gorgeous.
Than
It was
the other
gorgeous.
There
one.
wasn't as
Would be
much
more
lights. so.
Yeah, and actually it was my favorite overall, because it was just
I
so,
had
You know which one this is, right?
see, they've won every year.
Okay, well, Griswold,
All right.
well,
So that was
it doesn't even
Okay,
matter.
All right,
so I got that.
925.
I thought it was 633, but it's already got 4 votes and there's
We didn't win first, but yeah.
7
They got
votes.
something
Yeah.
for second.
Yes.
Okay, Griswold for that, that's fine.
So
For what, 925?
So 925 Lucille will win with 4 votes, 4 first place votes. So-
What are the other categories?
Unless you want to get the rest of the votes from these.
No, they already, no, he already put it in,
yeah.
she was doing 633, so.
Okay.
What had it- did she, I thought she was
Which one are you going with for Griswold? Or for-
Yeah, I mean, I want to switch the categories around, maybe.
I did it a lot, I did it all.
Oh, I did too. I have them in different places,
I just
different
picked out
ones.
whatever ones I liked where, unless it was very well defined.
Yeah, so I mean, those two I think are pretty, were easy to choose.
Yeah,
got
that's
these
fine,
done.
925 is
925?
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then,
So what are we on now, which one?
Light Up the Village, is that what you said?
Or no, it was, I think it was.
Light Up the Village is, the
Or
was,
Deck the Halls. I think it was Deck the Halls.
is it Light Up the Village 633, Lucille?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So which one do we want to do next?
Light up, did we do light up the village?
No, we just done Griswold.
Yeah, okay.
No, we
Light
did.
Up the
Yeah, we
Village.
just did light up the village.
We were on
We
Griswold.
didn't do it in order.
Yeah, I said it on the board.
So light up the village.
Okay,
is what
light up the
next.
village is the other one on the sales.
I think it
Yeah,
should be
that's what I'll do,
633 Lucille.
633.
The one with the
Either
blue,
that
they
or
got the
Shaken.
flag,
Yeah.
Light Up.
they've got the candy
One of
canes.
those two would be
I don't know how they get in their house. We want to know how they get in
Yeah,
their
that-
house,
lights
are-
because there's lights in front of it.
Cody, what's your Light Up the Village?
Yeah.
633.
Yeah, we did it.
633.
Same here.
The yard is all blue.
1, 2, what about you, Lori?
633.
Diane?
Well,
I've seen
I'm
them
kind of
before.
torn between 633 and Shankin.
I know, I was torn too. with both of
Selfish
them.
choice. but-
Shankin, I like Shankin too, but
I'm wondering if I can find another.
I think everybody's going to pick
What did you pick?
632.
For which
For
one?
Light Up the Village.
I thought that's what we were just doing.
I did too, yeah, we did, a
Yes.
bunch of us talked
Okay.
about
No,
this.
we
I
just
think
did Griswold,
everybody-
you know,
Yes,
on-
yes, I'm
633.
choosing 633 for the
What
light
was
up the
you?
village.
633.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I had Oak Island, so I was playing.
I could never find Oak Island lit up, but I know I could see it
And
from
look close enough,
the, I know, you can see it. You can probably see it from the lake, the lake.
Deck the house.
Tried.
You
I went down to my beach and everything. I couldn't
Oh,
see
you
it.
couldn't see it?
He's on the other side. I
Oh,
Yeah,
So-
that's, yes.
was a little frustrated with that. The lake's not frozen,
Because
so I
who
couldn't
else
just walk.
did?
Yeah.
I was gonna go for a
Yeah, I
swim.
know, right.
I think there was
So,
not many.
so which
Okay.
you vote? Not that it matters.
doesn't matter.
Okay.
So,
So we'll just pretend to say that you gave
Oh, yeah, it
this
was-
to Shankin.
oh,
You gave him a shout out.
right.
Because I did like Shankin. So, okay, 633 Lucille will win.
All right, that's for
And
that.
we'll do deck the halls.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's the next one on the sheet.
Shankin.
so what's the purpose for Deck the Halls?
It says, other decorations, non-inflatables, any way you want.
So pretty much, lights and, other things.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
flashing
I
things.
thought that we
trees.
needed, I think for next year, if we do it, they gotta be more well-defined.
I think so, too.
I think
Well,
they're
that's
like-
what we had decided.
I was just a little, looking at it now, I found it to be a little confusing, and I think some of the entrance were.
We did too.
Also, I don't know if we should even bother making them choose their category.
No, they weren't supposed to.
Oh, okay.
Well, do they even have, do people even really
Oh, I
need
thought
to
they were.
enter? I mean, can't we just go around and say?
I suppose we
Yes,
can.
There's
yeah.
so many
No,
other
then I guess the
people,
question is,
right?
how do we-
I think people that just don't want to enter.
Yeah, and how do we,
Well, because they are lazy.
but how do we
I
know,
don't
how do
know.
we then prove that, we went through the entire village?
Yeah, if I can't get to
Yeah.
it, some of these, I'm like, oh.
And, I mean, otherwise it would be, like I was doing the
Somebody got to
tour
rely on the pictures.
when I was
Yeah.
trying to go like down to Adelaide.
Is it like
down
that?
to Seal, I was probably going a couple houses, I'm supposed to get a call.
Like those,
No.
a couple
No,
of
what
them,
would you
like,
think?
deck the
We should be able to go
halls.
around and
Yeah,
vote
this
for houses?
I just wondered if,
I was told no on that.
oh, okay. Oh, you asked already.
We cannot nominate anybody, whatever.
Yeah, we don't mind it. There's some houses that should have been in this. That were fabulous.
There's a lot of them.
That's
Yeah,
what I thought, but we
That one too.
can't go say, oh, that house on blah, 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 Woodlawn should be added.
Like there was nothing on the house, like
Because he's
anything off
in
of
all
Penn
the
State.
lakeside.
Yeah.
You know, all those roads,
yeah.
none of them had entries.
Oh, okay,
Darnell,
yeah.
all those, Connecticut, all that whole section.
There was only one
a shame.
on the
Yeah,
east side of the lake. That was the Shankin House. That was the only one on the east side of the lake.
So that was, yeah. But, okay, let's get back to the scoring and then we can get all your data.
Okay, see that.
Back to Halls, Cody,
The one on Terry, I think it's 2645.
2465. Very close.
This is where I'm having a hard time.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to go with Shankin.
Okay.
I hit,
Yeah, it is.
but he hasn't looked up.
Oh,
2465, Terry.
Thank you.
shaken.
See, I didn't like the Terry one.
Shankin.
That did all the stuff.
I had Dunreath.
Oh, I saw that.
Again, I have picked the
It
old
was
have some
close
clutter.
all the way out.
I really like it. I picked Dunreath, so I have
Just
not,
mismatched. I thought it was-
we are not in agreement.
They're not the
No,
same
that
page.
one's really pretty though.
I liked,
The
I liked
Dunreath one is
well, I
really
liked the
pretty.
fact that he used like the projector lights and stuff, and he had all this stuff, and I thought that was
I
a
forgot to drive by
Had
that
a
way.
good use of,
day and night.
This is, my printer wasn't that great today, but
I guess he was saying
Oh, my God,
projector.
right.
He did have the
I
projector.
thought that was more, like a little bit different.
Oh, yeah, that is, that's cute.
Which one?
Dunreath.
Yeah, that was between the two. It was between Dunreath and Shankin.
Because that was mine, pick, so.
It's Dunreath. Actually, that was my favorite. And then unless we put Shankin in that category. See, that's what I mean. That's where we're running into some differences.
Should
I
we do
mean,
like one
we-
that's like the
we
whole
can't-
This was clever. They were all around too.
Like, should we do
And for a
that one?
small house, that tree was fabulous
Christmas.
on Dunreath.
Like
It really was. I had a hard time
Nightmare
choosing between
Before
the two.
Christmas. This one would have won Nightmare Before Christmas.
Hers wasn't quite as scary.
That would have been a good one.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
That would have
It's
been.
not,
Category.
it's not scary, it's just
The
quiche.
guy in Woodlawn.
Oh, come on.
There, guys. So let's go to Rudolph.
Was it quiche or quiche?
What was the answer? Was that Shankin, that one?
Yes, 1385 Shankin.
But that'd be a good category though. That would
4 to
Yeah.
that'd be a good one to have.
So,
Kitsch.
Yeah.
Kitsch, there we go, that's the term I'm looking for.
We'll call that a kitsch category.
all right, so Rudolph.
No one will even
Final-
know.
Last but not least,
Last
Rudolph.
one.
And the Rudolph is
959
supposed to be what? That's,
959.
and best use of inflatables.
This one, Al, it was the best use of inflatables and other decorations.
That's when I'd almost give that one to
Did you hear what Cody said?
Yes, 959.
either
And I,
Dunreath or-
same thing, 959 Adelaide was my number one choice for that.
Lauren?
I had Adelaide.
Dan?
I didn't see Adelaide, but I like it. I'll go with that.
Oh, it's cute, it's this one.
Yeah. Yeah, she should show me
That's a
the
vote
picture.
Oh, it's
but I forgot
adorable.
to go by it.
It is
yeah.
adorable.
What do you
I like
guys?
the little,
Oh, no.
Between,
Truck
did
on
anyone
it,
see
yeah.
Woodlawn?
But I mean, it was just, yeah, the inflatables, it was just really cute. I mean, there was a real theme to it. They had the trees.
yeah.
It's a real theme. I liked
You
it.
like the Adelaide one? Okay, because I've seen that one. All right. Adelaide works.
Which one did you, what was your other choice?
I was between that and Woodlawn, but I didn't see
Yeah,
Woodlawn
Woodlawn
in
was my
person,
second
so-
place. So,
I'm
Which one
picking
was the
Woodlawn.
Woodlawn one?
just to give it a vote.
Just to give it a vote.
There's one on Wolverine Drive, you know, it's right down
I
the
saw
street
it.
from you that's got like 10 inflatables. That's all they have.
Oh, yeah?
But my girls love driving by it because they're
So the
Yeah.
winner is 925 Adelaide.
Yeah.
Oh, Woodlawn's the one on, yeah.
On Woodlawn, yeah. Off of
Yeah,
Hungary.
but like I said, we had a lot that would matter.
Right after that, you could have gone to the Inn. So.
Yeah, that one,
Once I saw it, I had to pick it.
no, I had to,
They had to
I
make
thought
it up.
Adelaide's hands down much better. I like that.
No, I really like that. I thought they did a really good job.
Yeah,
I
I
think
feel that.
I've
It's
gone by
a
it.
cute one. When I saw the picture.
Yeah.
That bothers me.
No, it didn't.
There was a couple of houses where I stopped and I was looking, and then you could see the homeowner was like looking out their window, and I'm like, oh, God. Seriously, I'm on official business, I'm a village business, I'm not trying to.
I'm not a creep.
Did you pull out the card and everything?
So what were the awards? I forgot.
All right,
What
those
did we
are
get?
good.
I had like a flashing light on top of my car.
Each one gets 25? From where?
Those are how many, I can't remember.
Okay, it doesn't make a difference if you're first, second, or third?
That's what,
Well, these are all firsts.
Yeah, they are this year,
Now,
but I mean,
it's
it was the same.
a little
I didn't know, I couldn't remember what the
yeah, it was all
awards
one
were.
price, that's why, when we did the, release the funds, I had to decide what we were gonna do.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So, yeah. So one thing, a couple things, post-game comments.
Change the category.
I think it was a little disappointing to only get 10 entries.
Yeah.
We need more, and we need to push it harder. Like, if you're on Facebook, just throw it on there.
I don't think I need to go and knock on people's
Don't just
doors and be
let,
like,
I know Paige
Well,
posts
that's why I
it,
thought even taking the flyers door to
Yeah.
door when houses you see, but
but like, I know Paige
Yeah.
posts it, but it's marketing, every 3 days. we
Weren't
need
there
to put it
signs on the
Facebook, put it on
electronic
Nextdoor.
boards?
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
people just need to get on the village
email.
email. And if you get the
Right.
village email, everything is on there. Because even my neighbor said, well, I didn't know. I go, I told you guys all about this. Check the emails. Every contest is on there. Because they would have been there, and I go to the point, you need to check.
But, put it on Nextdoor, put it on Facebook.
think about just
More than
sticking it in
once.
people's houses, just
take the
stick
Do
it
it
on
to,
the
At the
door.
door.
you do it to the point that it's kind of annoying, because then that means that it's actually getting in their heads. It's like the lawyer commercials. We all know who these people are by now. We can all sing their songs, their catchy songs and stuff, but
Do we need to put any kind of stipulation so the same people don't win every year?
Yes, I agree.
well, how?
No,
What's the stipulation?
I don't know, I'm just a thought. I mean,
I
because
understand what you mean.
same people have
Well, we
been winning a
we
lot.
can also change our votes. I mean, since we're the voters.
That's not what
We could-
about one of them.
That's
They've
the
won.
will
They've been
of the
first the last 2
people.
years. They won.
Yeah. I mean, if there's a way to get more, a public vote, that would be one option, rather than us voting.
Well, I mean,
But
like,
don't know if
we're not that, I mean,
realistic.
there are cities I have seen, they're bigger cities, the village, where they have all the entries, so, but then we'd have to get our entries in, or the winners would have to be announced later in the season, but they do, they open it up on their Facebook. I don't think we have one.
We do.
We do.
The village has
a
the village has a
Facebook?
public
Okay.
Facebook page.
And then they say, okay, you have, I don't know, 4 or 5, 3 or 4 weeks where the public can vote, but I don't know.
Oh, I would give like, not even a week. Come on, see it, vote.
Well, Elon
You don't
Musk
need
has
3 or
had a
4
lot of
weeks.
success with
We don't
Twitter
need to do
voting. We could do it there.
Yeah.
See how that goes.
Whole 17 million people showed up to those polls. Wow.
Yeah, so,
It's almost like the election
I think the
polls.
village technically has, billions
Billions of
page.
Twitter users and 17 million people responded. Wow.
I think the village technically has a Twitter page. I don't think it's been updated in about 7 years, but
So I don't know how we could do, I don't know how we could get more.
shut it down anyway.
I think you just need more candidates, to be honest, like more houses, and then that will.
because there are houses I'm going, oh man, I would love to vote for that house.
Yeah.
Well,
If you create more
maybe we
candidates, then
just
you
do
circumvent the
first,
problem
second, and
of
third and up
having
the
it
ante.
But we did that
That's what we
last
did.
time, and then we do have to keep in mind budget and stuff too. I mean, this is a non-revenue generating event.
And you just have to kind of watch it, because some of the houses are
Unless we
smaller.
can get those to donuts.
And I mean, are you going to give someone the top prize if they, there's a couple in our neighborhood paid to have people put them up.
A lot of
So
people
the professional's doing it now, so do you really award to them because
Oh,
they
yeah, you
didn't
don't
do
want
it?
that.
Well, I don't
But
think-
I mean, you
does
don't,
it?
I mean, we don't know that.
I think Lucille's
Oh,
doing
you-
it on their own.
Oh, you-
Either
They are
way,
for sure.
Either
But I'm
way,
just,
they
you can tell a lot
Yeah.
of ones that are done.
because their electricity bills,
Let me tell
you
you.
gotta
Yeah,
be
yeah,
nuts.
the
I would say, how many lights
Straight,
that he puts in
yeah,
a
right. And the whole
Trust
top is
it.
done.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The other thing we could do
Here.
is, like, if you approach Lowe's or Home Depot, and see if they would be willing to sponsor it, so then we would put their name on the ad and stuff like that, and that would be a budget saver, and then we might be able to raise the
That's a good idea.
award level a little bit.
Yeah.
Same thing with like Barb, the Carousel Acres, I was thinking, if we can get the orthodontist or somebody to sponsor it, then maybe we could do something like that too, so things like that would be an avenue to try and generate more interest and get more involved, and also from surrounding businesses and things like that.
Those, and then like a food bank would be really good. You get Lowe's, and then like, I don't know, one of the local food banks, like Hospitality House in on it. That would be, I think those would be really solid sponsorships for the future, for the event, right down costs, and then like just promote awareness, like even, like an idea could be like, if you win like something, like you could, like get a donation in your name or something like that to Hospitality House or something to that effect for the winter or something like that.
Yeah, there's possibilities. I got some ideas at least, so yeah, I think we should
Exactly.
kind of, just like we changed it this year to have the multiple categories and stuff, just try to improve it a little more next year too, and see if we can generate more interest and new entries.
Or maybe even switching up the categories, I think, even too,
Well,
like,
yeah, I mean, this was...
Kinda have a rotating-
Well, this was the first year we actually had categories, rather than
Oh.
just the first, second, third, and
Oh.
honorable mention. So I think, yeah, modifying the categories, changing the names, or, yeah, finding some different ones that, like, what did we see that we didn't quite fit these things or something like that, that
Yeah.
we would like to see, all those kinds of options. Because, and unfortunately, we had a ton of Griswolds
Yeah, well, everyone wants to be
and a
Clark
ton of
Griswold.
Rudolphs.
Yeah.
And we had only a few, we only had one, I think one, not a lot of Deborah Halls, even though I think it's like, I understand what you're going for on that one. And I like some of those a lot. So it's just, yeah, trying to find some different ways to generate interest. Especially with some of the houses that do go pretty hard. They don't bother entering.
But thank you for all the entries, though, everybody.
Yeah. It's always fun to see them and then almost swerve into a trash can or something when you're looking at them.
Snacks with Santa?
Still recuperating. Great success. Great. I think it was a great success.
Yeah, I think it went very well.
What'd you think of Santa?
I like the new Santa. I like the way he came around
I do, too.
to the
I
tables.
thought that was great.
I thought the kids were a little more relaxed.
Yeah.
I didn't see any kids flying out the handle.
He even commented, Cody and Dave and I were talking to him, and he even commented, because one of them comes around going around, he said, when I went around, one of the kids was real nervous, real apprehensive, but then when they came for the real photo and everything, real relaxed, because he broke in the ice.
Yeah.
And he's not as creepy, he's not like creepy Santa.
Yeah, that helps too. Don't be like.
Were there any comments, because Monique wasn't able to make it this year?
No, but I don't think we need a photographer.
I don't either, because I'm sure.
I think we're done with photographers. I think everybody took their own,
Really?
somebody was up taking pictures of the families, and I don't know who it was.
Oh.
Was that you?
No.
No, I don't know. I think it worked out
yeah,
fine.
we did it out in the front, like out in front. Someone just asked us to use the phone,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
with the fireplace, like out in
Yeah.
the little lobby area.
Yeah.
And then they left after. That was it. They were just like, okay,
Yeah, I
see ya.
think it was
We're
fine.
good.
I do too.
I don't think we have to worry about
Like,
photography.
okay.
Yeah, and
That's all
most
you
people
want.
want it on their cell phones, I think,
Yeah.
anyways.
With the change of technologies and the fact that we're not
Yes.
developing the photos there for the
Right.
frame, the picture frames.
Right.
It's
And we
just-
didn't do the picture
Yeah.
frames. It
I'm
worked
not-
out well.
believe me, I'm not
I was
complaining
very
about
happy
not
with it.
I'm not complaining about not having developed photos. It was always
Yeah.
fun.
We only had one comment about the monster.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So with the ornaments we handed out, there was one family that wanted to exchange their ornament because apparently it was like a monster.
Oh.
Ornament.
It was like the Monsters Inc. type of like.
Yeah, it was like,
Mike was-
it was like a
would love
Monsters
that.
Inc.
But
can
monster.
we have one that's not a monster?
Not like
Yeah.
a scary monster. But like Monsters Inc. monster, and she didn't like that, so we had to give her.
Give her another one.
Santa
Give
or
her
something.
Santa busting a move.
But she also didn't bring back the monster.
So. She didn't bring back the
Somebody
monster
left the
either.
monster on the table.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he wanted to know, who wanted it?
Sure.
Oh, go through the garbage.
That's okay, yeah.
Right, okay. Frankie, thanks. Okay, well,
I thought it was
that's good to
fun.
know.
And then for next year, is the cap 100 or did we have it cut down?
They told me 100.
Okay, I didn't know if it had
I think the
been,
room is capped at 120 or 130.
oh, with the
With the
volunteers.
So with volunteers,
Plus
Tabitha's very conservative to make sure we don't get, not that we're going to be inspected, but she's good, and you don't
Yeah.
want to.
Right.
I just thought our numbers were higher in the past, I don't know why.
I thought maybe at the most I've
Pre-COVID.
ever thought of was like 110.
Yeah.
So we're not talking, last year
No, I
we
know.
were real slim. I think we were 70 or 80.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, because of COVID, but,
I think if we could do 110 next year, there wasn't a whole open table
Yeah, there was.
behind
Because
us.
we
Left,
did, we did
yeah.
have like, I counted, I should have looked at.
And we were done like by 2:30.
We had
that was
like
awesome.
Yeah.
That was
3 or 4
great.
kids
really
that didn't
good.
show up. So you're always going to
Okay.
have somebody.
That was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so something to,
Yeah, see, and he had to go to Allen Park from there. So he, by 4, so he had a little reprieve.
So he was happy.
Yeah, he was happy. That costume rocked. His
very
Santa
nice.
suit.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. And it was cool in the back.
It was
It's
very
like
nice.
Believe
Well,
embroidered.
and even on the sides it said believe. in
Yeah,
little-
isn't that cool?
little writing.
That
I
was a
like,
great, that was a
okay,
great.
I didn't even notice the front had it too.
Yeah, it was a really good suit.
I know there's,
Good Santa.
some of the people were talking to us, and we've had this conversation before, not finding a way to get it out to Wolverine Lake residents first and give them a better opportunity. And so some people were throwing out the idea of tiered pricing, and things like that. So
Yeah, why not?
raise the price and then raise the price more for non-village residents, non-village address.
Yeah.
So that the people who are paying the taxes that do go to Park and Rec.
I think it's a good idea.
We could hopefully give them, and make it, I mean, still, the reason why people come to it is we are by a country mile the cheapest event, but we get you way more than your money's worth. We are not the worst event by a country mile either, so we give a really great return on investment, and we still could, even with higher prices for everybody, but especially for, and hopefully that might allow village residents to get in if they were asleep the first week, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So. Definitely something to look at.
Yep. Letters to Santa.
I got them. I got the third batch.
Oh, this is the third,
This is the third batch.
is this a typical response?
This is a little bit, yeah, it looks like it, yeah. Yeah, this is the most, but I'll probably get a few more in between now and Wednesday.
Oh, was that the cutoff?
think it's
I thought I just saw the cutoff and I don't remember what the day was.
Yeah, I
But
think
Santa's
it's
magic. He gets his letters right away, I thought, as soon as you drop them in.
Yeah. Did you put your letter in there?
Maybe.
Wait, let me see the address.
I think his already got answered though.
Yeah, I think so too. Good one, Lori.
Good one. Touche.
5K run.
Don't ask me. It's just booked. I've done nothing. I'm recuperating from Santa.
Pending business, Veterans Memorial, we didn't meet, so was there anything that I know?
The memorial's been decorated again. Thank you again to Lowe's. They donated some additional wreaths and a few other things, so we were able to decorate the new arch as well and get that all lit up, so that was nice. And otherwise things are going pretty well there.
And then Armenia Park,
In a small miracle, a miracle of miracles, the equipment's in, the swing set and stuff that we ordered in the 90s, I think it was. When it will be installed is another question, but it is here. So
Oh, it's right.
potentially, before Molly's kids have grandkids,
Yes.
we will have the swing sets.
that's right. It's just being
I have some
stored.
shovels.
It's just being stored by DPW.
Yeah.
I know, quite honestly, I feel like we could have, but so that's it. So it's kind of exciting.
Will our DPW put it up, or does that have to be installed by someone
We're looking at,
professional? who's-
Dave Gillum's looking to have the playground equipment people do it rather than our guys, but we'll see.
What if somebody got a certification?
Certification.
Yeah. Certification. Certification.
I think if you got a
You think in
certification,
California.
maybe. If you got a certification, I doubt. But we'll
Were
see.
you thinking California?
Just certification.
We'll see. You can oversee it at least. Tell them if they're doing it wrong.
Clara Miller Park, grant update?
There's ongoing discussions. I know Dave met with Mr. McDonald, who's our main guy on this, and they talked this out. Spoke with the representative from Landscape Structures, who was the company that provided the equipment over at Scarlett's Park, and discussing costs and all that. So it will be coming to council to determine whether we're going to go full bore on the accessibility level, because of the levels. The cost differential is apparently pretty significant between full accessible, like at Scarlett's, and a level that is ADA acceptable, but not to that degree. So, because apparently the costs are just drastically different on that.
So I've never been to Scarlett, so does that mean like everything there is fully accessible? Is that what?
If you're in a wheelchair, you can
Yeah.
use it. I mean, they have swings for fully able, and they also have swings to the other level, to a kid doesn't have to get out of their
Yeah.
wheelchair, and in between. So, yeah, pretty much.
It's amazing.
It really is, and
Really
the surface is really great there. They have all kinds of different, they have music and stuff there too, but we can't have that.
Yeah.
It would be an issue with the residents. But, everything, the pathways are wide enough, and all those kinds of things, and so the inclines on those are much less steep because of that. So some of that stuff does get involved in why the costs go up.
Is that all? Liaison reports, Planning Commission is not here. Council liaison?
Council met last week. One of the first things we did was swear in our newly elected council members, which of course included our newest official member, Pam Kaznecki. So congratulations to her. We re-elected council officers, so Brian Nedrow was re-elected as council president, and Mark Duff was re-elected as council president pro tem. Then we did things like committee assignments. That's why I'm still here, because I stayed on this. And as a fun note, I also took up the role of being on the Gypsy Moth Committee. So if the Gypsy Moths hit, it's going to be a long year for me. Fingers crossed. First, I have to figure out what one of those is.
Did we have issues last year?
No,
I can't
we
remember.
haven't had issues in years. But
I
to the
remember when
point
it
that even one went last year, Bob Malley was like, what is it? Like, why? But he took the role
Yeah.
last time. But since he was, he didn't win re-election, there was an open spot. So I just decided to take that leap. Yes, yeah, really stretching myself there. We reappointed Diane to Park and Rec, so that was fun. And then we did several payments for various paving, crack sealing, concrete, asphalt. There's all kinds of work done around the village. So we made several payments there. We did the CDBG, that is the Community Development Block Grant funding public hearing, and then we made the recommendation after the public hearing to give that money to evenly split it between Haven and Leah, the Lakes Area Youth Association. In the past, we've used it for to make those bathrooms over here with the power doors. We did all this, like, just bookkeeping kind of stuff and all that, like where we set the meetings for the month, adopted our rules and orders of business. In case you guys didn't know, that Smiley Column no longer is a thing, and now it's called the Public Notice Weekly. And we'll be using that as our paper of record. By law, we have to, any kind of public meeting or certain hearings, we have to list in a paper.
So is it still a paper or is it only
Yes,
online?
it is a paper.
Okay.
Public Notice Weekly is a physical paper.
They resold it.
It's the same owner, but it's much more cut down to very much just what's going on in the municipality, the governmental dynamic, and less so of some of the more feel-good stories, I guess you could say, or just news. We also hired a new police officer, Todd Crum. Gabe, we were talking about it. I'm not sure if it was him or not. So he is our eighth. No, we have full eight officers. First time since '08. He was a retired detective who decided he wasn't quite ready to completely retire. So he.
Is he the one that was up at the end of the street around here today? I just,
Like Mark would know.
No.
Yes, I have them on my phone where they are, by GPS.
They usually sit there, so that's not unusual.
Chief was really excited to hire him, so, especially with the short.
Was he a policeman somewhere else?
He was a detective, I think in Royal Oak or something like that. Like, he solved homicides even and stuff, so hopefully we'll never have that issue here. And we approved a purchase of a whole pile of holiday decorations from Beautification. These will be the ones that will go out in front of the village. Snowflakes for the electrical signs and things like that too. Probably gonna order a big old tree, like light up one of those lit up trees, and then there might be a Santa with some reindeer sleigh thing. Maybe. It's 30 feet long. I'm not sure if it'll fit there. So we'll see how it goes. We got a grant from the Michigan DNR, so for the Urban and Community Forestry Grant, so we are going to do a tree inventory of all the trees on public village property and assess them for, are they in good shape, are they in bad shape, are they invasive, all these kinds of things. So we approved all that, so that's exciting, especially for the last 2 years where we've been reactive on trees. We'll be a little more proactive next year, hopefully. And we approved 2 years for AE Professional Services to be our people who manage the lake and assess it.
The treating the lake.
They don't physically treat it themselves. That's a different company. It's the pond guy.
Oh.
They do the assessment, and they go, you need this much copper sulfate or whatever it is that goes into, here's where you've got the wild celery growing, and you need to take care of that or whatever. So those are about the only words I can remember. We approved the fireworks contract for 2023, because On and Up wanted to get on that earlier this year, so that has been approved. we initiated the 2022 Citizen of the Year nomination process. So if you have somebody you'd like to nominate, somebody, an unsung hero or something like that, please go online, get an application, and send it in. And then we had a fun discussion about accessory buildings and structures in lakefront yards due to repeated issues where people have been bringing this up to zoning and things like that. So we have asked zoning to make a recommendation to us and to planning, and to see if we'll be amending those rules to better accommodate residents and what they want to put up in their beachfronts. And yeah, so it was a pretty busy meeting. Yeah, and like usual, we're out of there nice and quick.
Yeah.
Comments from board members?
Yes, I want to thank everybody for the help for Santa. Without you guys, we would have been up the creek. So everybody did an amazing job. Thank you so much for your time and effort.
It was fun.
Being there.
I just want to say thanks, everybody, for a great year. It was, everything we did, I think, has been a real success in all our events, and you get a double star for Saturday. I mean, it's always such a big hit. And, of course, Molly was the lead on the cornrows. It was amazing this year.
Yeah.
Well, that's a team effort.
So, thank you, guys.
Credit and joy.
Privileged to be part of this group.
Speaking of the corn roast, I will probably be contacting 2XL in the new year just to get them locked down, unless there's any.
They were great.
Please.
Yeah, they were really good.
I know we penciled this in already, but I figured I'll get that contract taken care of. So, but yeah, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah,
Happy New Year.
everything else.
See you next year.
See you guys next
Right,
year.
next year.
Been a good year.
Thanks for everybody's hard work.
And next meeting, I have to adjourn the meeting before I say when the next meeting is. Motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, motion is carried. Okay, we're aye, sorry.
So when will our next
January